This is file number 25-02747. Appearance, please.
Fiona Buckingham for the people.
And we do have an interpreter. Please state your name for the record.
First name Carlos, last name Hernandez.
Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of the defendant who is standing to my right.
So you can raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm to interpret in the matter before the court completely and accurately and not divulge confidential communication.
I do.
Thank you. Today was the date.
All right, pause right here. This is where things get serious. We're officially at sentencing day. That means guilt has already been established, and now the judge is deciding consequences. This isn't about if he did it anymore. It's about how the court responds. Question for you: should sentencing focus more on punishment or rehabilitation?
For sentencing. I do have a pre-sentence report that was prepared on the 15th. Counsel, did you get a copy?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, we've been provided a copy. I have gone over it with Mr. Leyva Machado, and we have no need for any additions, deletions, or corrections.
For the people, Your Honor. I'm just trying to make sure it's not me. First paragraph. The defendant did not meet any of the required criteria for any type of substance use disorder. Second paragraph. Results overview indicated no evidence of random responding and a high probability of a substance use disorder. So we got some conflicting information. Defendant met 1 out of 11 of the diagnostic criteria for an alcohol use disorder.
Did you catch that? The report says no substance use disorder, but then recommends 8 months of probation. That's a red flag. Judges rely heavily on these reports, so when the language is unclear or contradictory, it creates real problems. This moment right here? It's the defense quietly trying to clean up a messy evaluation.
They're recommending 8 months probation. You can make allocation.
Thank you, Your Honor. I know, I do see that, and I wonder if it was just written poorly. There was no evidence of random responding and no high probability of substance use disorder, but Your Honor, yes, after reviewing the report with Mr. Leyva Machado, it does seem that there was an issue with him not complying with the bond conditions. But I don't believe. But I do believe that everything in this report can be factually true if it does appear to be kind of conflicting. The diagnostics reported questions that he didn't indicate any sort of lying or anything like that, but obviously the language barrier, I believe that the language barrier has resulted in, I mean, obviously, I think even people who speak English will often come to the sentencing having still smoking marijuana. Obviously, they haven't stopped. And so with the language barrier, I think that's even becoming more, would be more common or tend to that. But after going over with him the report and explaining to him bond conditions and his probation conditions and anything that and showing him actually what he would have to do, like showing him the MAD VIP website, things like that. I do believe that he will still a good candidate for probation, Your Honor. I think he will complete it and follow the court's orders. Thank you.
Machado.
This exchange matters more than it sounds. Drinking while on bond, even just on weekends, is a huge issue in court. Judges see this as a test of compliance. If you can't follow rules before probation, why should the court trust you during probation? Let me know, do you think zero tolerance is fair here?
Do you understand that you were not supposed to be drinking alcohol while you're on bond?
Ellos te dijeron que usted no tenía que estar tomando alcohol y que estaba fuera de la casa. Te lo explicaron.
Yeah, they did.
Whose day?
¿Quién te lo explicó?
La intérprete de la que estaba
The interpreter he had last time told him.
Told him that he couldn't drink,
Es la persona que te dijo que no podía tomar, era el intérprete de la última vez. Correct.
but you reported to probation that you drank before your pre-sentence interview.
Pero usted cuando fue a la aprobación le dijo al oficial que sí estaba tomando.
No, yo nunca he ido a la observación.
He has not been to probation.
Nunca.
He's never been to probation.
He met with a probation officer so that they can prepare this report.
Entonces, usted sí se ve como que fue a la aprobación en el piso 5.
No, el Castillo, Castillo. Sí, 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 sí.
Yes, he did. He did go to
Okay.
probation here on 5th.
Okay, that was December, back in December?
Sí, sí.
Correct.
Okay, and you told him that you had drank a week prior?
Y le dijo que tomó como una semana antes de eso que le dijo usted.
Sí, pero en mi casa. en mi casa.
Yes, he did report that he was drinking at home with his spouse a week prior.
But you understood that you weren't supposed to be drinking.
Pero el intérprete le dijo que no tenía que estar tomando, entonces, ¿por qué estaba tomando?
Pero un poco por el
It was simply stress. It was a weekend that he drank.
You're not allowed to drink.
No puede tomar.
no, yo no volveré para hablar más.
Okay, he will stop drinking. He won't drink anymore.
Yeah, if I put you on probation and you drink, that's a violation.
No, si te ponen una aprobación que no puede tomar y toma, es una violación de la aprobación.
I think the concern that I have is the way this report is written. It's unclear to me if he has a problem with alcohol or not.
Con el reporte que pusieron en la aprobación no indica si usted tiene problemas con alcohol o no.
No, no tengo problema con alcohol. Entonces no tengo problema con alcohol.
No, he stated that he does not currently have any issues with controlling his drinking or any use of drugs.
Okay, so he doesn't have a problem not drinking for 6 months?
Entonces, si usted no le ponen que no toman por 6 meses, usted puede parar de tomar por 6 meses. Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna amend the report.
And here's the decision: 6 months probation plus alcohol education. This is the judge splitting the difference, acknowledging uncertainty about addiction, but still playing it safe. Courts often do this when the facts aren't crystal clear. It's less about labeling him an alcoholic and more about risk management.
For the recommendation, I'm gonna put him on probation for 6 months.
Entonces, en vez de 8 meses, lo van a poner por 6 meses.
He is gonna be ordered to complete some alcohol education programming.
Va a tener que tomar una clase de educarse de cómo tomar.
He's employed.
Tiene trabajo, ¿verdad?
No, ahorita no tengo.
Por eso no tiene-
Trabajo en Amazon. No tengo la licencia, no tengo.
It said that he was missing work to attend class. I don't know what that meant.
I did see that, Your Honor. I thought that was maybe there would be maybe difficulty working and attending classes. I believe what's holding him up working is his license.
Es como que me siento pues, como que las clases.
It says that he's employed full-time at interpreter.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so I could not understand him, but it's saying that he was earning a monthly salary and that he had been employed full-time for 7 months.
Sí, tenía trabajo, 7 meses.
Sí, pero ahora cerró la compañía.
So he's not working now? You're not
Ah,
working?
no, no.
No, he's not working right now, apparently.
When did
no.
you stop working?
¿Cuándo paró de trabajar?
Paré en septiembre, cerró la compañía.
In September, the company closed.
Pero trabajo para Amazon Flex,
So currently he's working for Amazon,
pero como no tengo la licencia, no puedo.
but as he doesn't have his license, he's unable to work.
Okay. He's gonna have to obtain employment as part of probation.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. It says here on the pre-sentencing questionnaire, he's attending classes. Is he attending any sort of classes?
¿Está viendo cualquier tipo de clase ahorita?
No, ninguno.
Okay.
No, he's not going to any sort of class.
Okay.
Yeah, it says that also in the recommendation, and missing work to attend class, then it sounds like he got a job at Amazon. I don't know what's going on, but he's gonna be required to be employed while on probation.
Conseguir un trabajo.
Do you understand that?
Sí, yes.
You must attend a victim impact panel within 90 days and provide proof of that.
De 90 días, tiene que ir a niño en esta clase que enseñamos. Tiene que completar eso entre 90 días.
You're not,
Can you take a picture of that?
Yeah. We'll take a picture of it.
we'll give it to you after this, okay? You're not to use alcohol or drugs
No puedes tomar, no puedes hacer ningún tipo de droga.
while on probation.
Está en esta población por 6 meses.
You will be required to do random testing
Te van a hacer pruebas de alcohol y drogas.
for alcohol and drugs. Do you understand that?
Sin tiempo te van a estar dando pruebas de alcohol y drogas.
¿Dónde está?
You're not to engage in any assaultive or threatening behavior. You're not to be at any bars or nightclubs.
No puede ir a pistear, no puede ir a las fiestas, no puede ir
You have any questions?
que van a hacer la agresión. Preguntas de eso.
No, todo claro. No.
No, but everything's clear.
La licencia dice que quiere ir
Vamos a llegar al piso 5, hablar con la población. Después que se vaya, quiere ir al secretario
This is Lansing, oh, what else is there?
para que esta persona su licencia.
I don't see OWI cost recovery. Is that accurate?
Correct, Your Honor. Actually. See it. So,
Right, Your Honor, we told that, it is a $125 fee to the office. Singham County Prosecutor's Office.
Nothing for the police though, correct?
Correct.
It's a $30 per month oversight fee for each month of probation. That's 6 months, so it's $180 there. $75 crime victim rights fee, $50 state minimum cost, and then the $125 fee to the prosecutor's office. Total fines $430.
People forget this part, but probation isn't just rules, it's expensive. Fees, monthly supervision costs, victim rights assessments, it adds up fast. For someone already struggling with employment, This financial pressure can be just as punishing as the sentence itself. Should courts factor income more when setting fines?
And you'll make monthly payments on that.
Y eso es lo que podemos hacer.
You have any questions at this time?
Preguntan su tiempo.
No, lo siento mucho que no volverá a pasar eso.
Not at this time. He apologized very much for the charge that's against him, and it won't happen again.
Thank you. Lastly, you do have the right to request early discharge from probation.
Y usted sí tiene derecho para pedir que salga de la aprobación temprana, si usted piensa que puede ser temprano.
Once you've completed half of the term that I ordered,
Que le haga mitad de las clases que ella te está diciendo, a mitad, usted puede pedir eso.
so long as you've done all the programming
Más con que haga las clases adentro de esas clases.
and had no violations within those 90 days.
Y si no tiene ningún tipo de violación,
You can get the form to request early discharge from your probation officer,
si quiere ser certificado al piso 5 con la aprobación a su oficial, le puede pedir a él que se lo dé.
or off the court website.
O lo puede hacer por línea en la página del juego.
Pero
If I set it for a hearing
Si ella te pone otro caso directo para revisar,
to address your request for early discharge,
para ver su aplicación, para ver si puede ser en temprano,
you have the right to hire an attorney to represent you.
usted tiene derecho a tener su propio abogado con usted para discutir y para decir, pues.
But you do not have the right to court appointed counsel for that.
Pero para eso no tiene derecho a tener un abogado público. Más de abogado.
Do you have any questions?
¿Tiene pregunta de eso? No, nada, at this time.
Okay, we'll get you down to probation and check in, and then you're all set.
Vamos a llevar la aprobación para y de ahí está listo.
Thank you. Who's in the jail? What's your name? Okay, so we have here an offer for the defendant to plead guilty to an added count 2 of aggravated domestic violence, an agreement to 18 months probation and no charges issued on report from Lansing Police Department 25-06057, and agreement not to prosecute on the PA 52 violation, which is from October 2025, but the court just received it earlier this month. There's also a sentencing agreement, which we call a Courtroom, to 18-month probation with terms to apply or comport with family court. Okay, to early relief if done with family court sooner, correct?
That's correct, Your Honor, and for the record, there are some other parts of the
Terms.
plea agreement that I couldn't fit on the plea form, so we typed out a full plea agreement. We're just asking the court to attach that to the plea form. I assume that's what probation get. But yes, essentially what we've done is negotiated a term of probation that will run at the same time that the defendant is doing the programming in family court, and agreed that the classes and things that he's taken in family court can satisfy his probation terms if that meets the approval of Your Honor and your probation department.
Sounds, okay, and I did receive the additional paperwork with the terms. Again, I think we've covered number 1, number 2, the agreement to the following mandatory things at probation, in addition to what the court finds to be appropriate at the time of sentencing. The defendant is to be in compliance with all orders, directives, instructions, and recommendations of the CPS and the family court system, and that the defendant must sign a waiver to permit the criminal probation agent to communicate with workers in said CPS, INS, and family court systems and programs. The goal of this is to prevent duplicative orders and to make sure the programs are working together as best as possible. And we've already discussed the last 2. That's your understanding of the plea, officer?
As well,
And you would like to accept that offer?
as well.
If you could raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give us the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury? You can put your hand down. Okay, this is an advice of rights. It's the information sheet. Is that your signature? And you've gone over these rights with Ms. James.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any questions about these rights?
No, ma'am.
You're willing to give these rights up today in order to accept the offer and plead guilty to added count 2 of aggravated domestic violence under the terms and conditions stated on the record.
Yes, ma'am.
So you understand that you have the right to the presumption that you're innocent. So you can maintain your innocence. This matter could proceed to jury trial and the prosecutor would have to prove each element of the charges being brought against you beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
You have the right at any trial to cross-examine or question any witness called to testify against you, the right to subpoena your own witnesses to testify on your behalf, the right to call or present evidence that you believe show a defense to the charges being brought against you, and the right to remain silent and not have it be used against you. You understand those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Is there anyone forcing you to get you to give these rights up?
No,
Do you feel coerced to enter a guilty plea?
ma'am.
Any promises not stated here on the record to get you to enter a guilty plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you currently on probation or on parole?
No, ma'am.
You understand that by pleading guilty, it could result in a conviction that you may need to report to a current employer, or you may need to report this conviction on a future job application. It also could have impact on travel or immigration. So you may want to travel outside the country somewhere and you could be prevented because of this conviction. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
As to the added count 2 of aggravated domestic violence, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Is that because you believe you're guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
This is the emotional gut punch of the entire hearing. The defendant admits, on record, to striking his own child. No legal gymnastics here, no denial. That admission is why the plea sticks and why the judge accepts it without hesitation. It's a sobering reminder, courtroom cases aren't just paperwork. They're real families, real damage, real consequences.
Factual basis.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Pointer, I want to take you back to on or about May 19, 2025. Were you at 4702 Birchfield Avenue?
Yes, ma'am.
That's in Ingham County, Lansing?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and at that address, were you residing there at the time?
Yes, ma'am.
And your son, Daryl Pointer Jr., was he also residing there?
Yes, ma'am.
And did there come a time when you were verbally arguing at him?
Yes, ma'am.
And you didn't like Daryl Pointer Jr.'s response?
Yes, ma'am.
And you hit him with a belt?
Yes, ma'am.
And did that belt leave 2 marks on his arm?
Yes, ma'am.
You agree that he did not go get medical attention, but he certainly could have
Yes, ma'am.
due to the severity of it.
Yes, ma'am.
And this was not done in self-defense? He didn't hit you?
No, no, ma'am.
You did it purely because you were angry at his verbal response?
Yes, ma'am.
Does that satisfy the basis, Your Honor?
Any questions?
The people are satisfied that that's a factual basis, frankly, for the child abuse third as well as the aggravated domestic violence. So, yes.
The court satisfied with the factual basis, I'll accept your plea. I find your plea to be freely, voluntarily, and intelligently made. This matter will be set for sentencing March 27th at 9 o'clock in the morning. When you leave here, you'll go down one floor checking with probation. They will get you scheduled for a pre-sentence interview. And they'll advise the court about how they believe you should be sentenced. I have included the terms and conditions taken into consideration under this plea so that they will have that for reference as well. Do you have any questions at this time?
No, ma'am.
You are free to appear for sentencing via Zoom so long as you have video and you're in a place appropriate for court. Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Nothing further, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. You get your sign card?
Yeah.
Oh.